Hello again, everyone, and welcome to the next installment, the latest installment of the Friday Forum. Hope you're all having a great day. The last full week before the holiday season officially begins. I can't believe how fast it's gone by, and now that it feels even cold down this way, where it was in the 30s when we got up this morning and not getting well above 50 throughout the day. It definitely is starting to feel a lot like Thanksgiving and Christmas and the holiday season as a whole. That being said, I wanted to talk today about one of my favorite topics, one of my favorite pastimes during the holiday season, and that's eating. And Lord knows I love me some Thanksgiving turkey and all the trimmings and the mashed potatoes and the pie and all that other stuff. And certainly when I go home for Christmas, when it's time to eat mom's cooking, I only get it, 2, maybe 3 times a year. So I take full advantage of it while I can. Fix the old camera here. And, so I definitely indulge. There's no two ways about it. But I'm also smart about it, or at least I'm smarter about it now than I used to be. Let's put it that way. Smart enough to know that I eat just enough not to upset my mom without upsetting my nutritional plan. Which is the big reason why I started this no gain, no pain holiday challenge. I mean, besides the fact that it's fun, it's relatively easy to do. There's not a program to follow or meal tracking to do or any unless you want to do those things. There's none of that to do, and it's a great opportunity to bring people together with a shared goal, with a common goal in mind. In this case, it's to not gain any weight during the holiday season. Hey, I mean, if you lose weight during the holiday season, even better. But the goal is to just not pack on the pounds as so many of us are inclined to do during the holiday season. It happens to the best of us. We have holiday parties left and right between Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, all the food, all the drink. There's so many things going on. We're busy, running from here to there and everywhere. Don't hit the gym as regularly as we want to. Then we convince ourselves, hey, it's the holiday season. Let's have some fun, and I'll get back to it come January 2nd when the new year begins in full force. All fine and good, if you ask me, if you do that. If that's more than just words. If that's more than justification to pull out the Joey from Friends fat pants, at Thanksgiving time. We all know the episode that I'm talking about. The pants that are about 5 sizes too big, to make sure that, we take into account and offset that expanding waistline, after sitting down and having 5 servings of everything. But that's why I'm doing this. Because I want people to understand, and I know this is a tough concept for so many of us to grasp, because, and I'm not saying that to be a jerk, it's the truth, it's fact, is that we've become such an all-in or all-out society that if we don't do something 100% all the time, go full force like a bat out of hell with its hair on fire, otherwise, if we can't do it that way, then we choose not to do it at all and we say the hell with it. We don't have to do that, folks. We can enjoy those holiday meals and all those great foods that come with it. I'm going to enjoy what my mom has to offer come Christmas time. I'm telling you that. My mom always breaks out all the great foods that I loved growing up as a kid and still love to this day, that I only get, once or twice, maybe 3 times a year, so she knows I'm going to take full advantage of it. But again, it's being smart about it. It's understanding, all right, perhaps my diet won't be exactly the way it is when I'm here at home on a regular day like today. So what do I have to do to offset that? Okay, let's start thinking about where am I going to work out during the holidays. I won't have access to my home gym when I'm there, but I know my sister has moved into a new community not too far away that has its own fitness center. here we go. I can go hit there. I can certainly go outside and get some walks in, get some runs in, walk the dog. I can do a lot of different things. Heck, I could work out from home. I mean, I can bust out some push-ups and squats and lunges and crunches and you name it, that I can do without having to go anywhere, without having to bring anything with me, without having to pack equipment. I can do all that. But again, it's being mindful of it. It's being intentional. It's creating a sense of awareness that a lot of times we don't have at this time of year, or we choose not to have at this time of year, which is more latter than the former, I can tell you that. At least it was for me for many years. So I started this challenge because I wanted people to at least build some semblance of awareness when they're sitting down to those great holiday meals. It's all right. I'm going to sit down. I'm filming this. What is it? Friday, November 18th. So we're less than a week away from Thanksgiving. So let's fast forward to next Thursday for Thanksgiving. You're sitting down for that great meal. It's thinking about, okay, I'm eyeballing that pumpkin pie over there or that apple pie over there, and I know I want a slice. So instead of having, two helpings going back for seconds of the actual turkey with mashed potatoes and stuffing and green bean casserole and all that, I'm going to have one helping of it and save some room for that piece of pie later. Is it all that difficult to do? No. If we're intentional about it, if we go into it thinking, all right, let me do what I need to do to make sure that I still enjoy what I want to enjoy without completely derailing all the work I've done the rest of the year. I mean, I look at it this way. It's really no different than what I talk about all year long. Make healthy choices. Watch your portion sizes. Drink plenty of water and get active. And one other thing I'll toss in there is eat slowly. Take your time. Savor the meal. I mean, that's the whole idea. You want to enjoy it. You want to, savor every last bite, every last morsel. Enjoy it. Take your time. Because it takes a good solid 20 minutes for the old brain here, the old noggin, to tell the rest of the body, specifically your stomach here, that, hey, you're full. Time to put the fork down, push the plate away, and step away from the table. But again, is that all rocket science? No, it's not. It's really simple, straightforward tips, pieces of advice, whatever you want to call it, that's going to help us get through the holidays relatively unscathed. So what have I done? I've created this no gain, no pain holiday challenge. I already have quite a few people who have signed up. I'm going to participate in it as well. You have an opportunity to have some fun. You have an opportunity to develop some healthy habits or enhance the ones you've already created for yourself. You have an opportunity to build some camaraderie with other people, some of which you may know, some of which you may not. And you may make a few extra bucks while you're at it too, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I mean, we spend the holiday season spending a lot of money, so it's nice to maybe make a few bucks, maybe have that money come in the opposite direction towards us as opposed to out of our pocket and into somebody else's pocket. That's why I'm doing this. That's the whole purpose behind it. We don't have to say, I'm not trying to take all the fun out of your holiday season. I'm not trying to say, don't partake in any of that great food that's going to be sitting in front of you. At Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. I'm not even saying, don't knock back, a few, during the holiday season as well. But what I am saying is just be smart about it. Make good choices. Plan out in advance how you want to approach it. Utilize some intentionality. Be intentional with every choice you make, because then you have the best of both worlds. You have the opportunity to enjoy those great meals like we all want to do, including myself, while still, not derailing the work that we've done up to this point to get to where we are now. And for those of you who haven't done the work this year, you know who you are. I don't have to point anybody out. It's a great opportunity to start building that foundation of good habits, of quality choices heading into the new year. And then at that point, you can start incorporating a fitness routine to your healthy habits you're starting to form. Now all of a sudden, now you're starting to get somewhere. Now you're starting to show some progress. So if you need to lose 10, 15, 20, 30 pounds, however much it is, the last thing you want is to say, now I need to lose 20 pounds, and then at the start of the new year, suddenly you have to lose 25 or 30 because you didn't pay attention. You weren't intentional with the decisions you were making during the holiday season. It's that simple, folks. There's still time to sign up. I'll drop the link to the sign up to the registration form here at the in the comments section once I'm done here. Registration runs through 11:59 p.m. tonight, so there's still about 11 hours or so, give or take, maybe a little less than 11 hours before the clock strikes midnight and registration is closed. So if you've been thinking about it, or if you've already said to me, and there's a few of you out there that have already said to me, I'm going to join, but you haven't already. Before you forget, before you get into the, into weekend mode here in a few hours at 5 o'clock when you punch out and head home for the day and head home for the weekend, make sure you get that taken care of, because it's going to help you in so many ways, whether you win money or not. All right, folks, that's all I got for you today. I appreciate you hanging with me and checking in with me each and every day, and certainly on the Friday forum as I'm doing each and every week. Sign up, be a part of it. You won't be disappointed, I can tell you that. Otherwise, I want you to enjoy the rest of your day. Have a great rest of your Friday. Have an even better weekend and an even greater and better Happy Thanksgiving next week. Take care, folks.